Hello, everyone. This is Andrea with Owl Wisdom Holistic Coaching, and today I'd like to talk to you about our clairs. I'm actually going to do a 4-part video series about the clairs. What are the clairs, though? They're the way that we receive information intuitively through our senses. So there's clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, and claircognizance. Those are the 4 big clairs. In each video, I'm going to jump in to one of them and go deeper. So today's video is about clairaudience. What does clairaudience mean? It means clear hearing. This one, sometimes people get a little confused about. A lot of times they think, well, okay, if I'm going to hear spirit or loved ones, they're going to come through in their voice, right? No, they don't. They actually sound like your voice. And so the big word is discernment when receiving information from spirit, is to always discern whether it's coming from yourself, coming from your ego, or coming from spirit or something else. So clairaudience, that would show up in hearing things. So a lot of times it might come through like hearing a song. That comes through a lot for me. Certain songs will get stuck in my head on repeat, um, or just like specific lyrics. It'll just keep circling back and back through over and over again. And for me, I have learned that there's a message within that chunk of lyrics or that song that I need to take to heart, that my angels and guides are sending me that message. Another way it'll come through in clairaudience, it usually will come coupled with something else. So like I'll just get a chunk of thought, a block of thought will come in, and all of a sudden, blah, 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 there it all comes out. And it's like I'm hearing what I'm trying to say, but it's all through a very subconscious level. And that can also go into clear cognizance or clear knowing, where you just get that block of thought. Other ways that it can come in is if you overhear maybe an answer to something that you have been thinking, an issue that you've had, or something you're pondering, trying to make a decision on something, and maybe you're sitting at a cafe or even just putzing around the house and having the radio on or the TV on, and then boop, you overhear a message coming in that totally relates to the topic at hand and kind of gives you that guidance. That's clairaudience. Sometimes, very, very, very rarely, you can hear things that are not of your voice, or of like a song or a conversation. Sometimes you can hear your name being whispered or called to you. A lot of times it's while you're going to bed or waking up in the morning. Or you can hear really distant music, just a really soft melody that kind of is blown in the wind. That would be another clairaudience. Or maybe whispers, again, at nighttime, and I'm sorry, like going to bed nighttime and getting up in the morning when we're kind of coming back into consciousness. It's that perfect window where we're kind of in between both worlds. I call it the chatter, when you can hear just like a conversation going, maybe not even full words, but you can hear that like the consonants, the inflections, but maybe not the full words that they're saying. That would be a clairaudience experience where you're hearing a conversation just beyond the veil. And it almost feels like you've picked up the phone. Well, this is old, but the corded phones, before you would pick it up, and sometimes you could hear a neighbor's conversation. That's kind of what it feels like. It doesn't necessarily feel like these people are in the same room and even talking about you. It's just like, oh, there's a conversation going on. Click, okay. That would be another clairaudience. Trying to think of another example. Those are all really solid examples. So what do you do with this? What do you do with hearing things? There can be a lot of fear, especially around hearing things that are not you. So like hearing the chatter, that can be really scary. And I know as a kid, it would drive me crazy when I was younger. I would sleep with fans on, or TVs on, so I didn't have to hear that chatter or being waken up from it. And I know for like my son who's 5, it's scary. He'll wake up like, shaken because he could hear someone else talking that obviously wasn't me or anyone in the household. So I would say the first big thing to do is to conquer that fear. You can ignore it, or you can just observe it. And I would choose just observing it. Ignoring it doesn't work. Sorry. I've tried that for 10 years, and ignoring your experiences, it just shoves them into the subconscious, and you end up manifesting more fear and anxiety around everything. So it's best to just observe it. Know that you are safe. Who are your angels? Who are your guides? Do you pray to God? Do you pray to gods or goddesses? When I said the God, I meant Christian God. Do you do pagan pantheon? Do you do Hindu? Do you see where I'm going? Call on who you know would be protective to you when you feel afraid, when you're experiencing this. I call on Archangel Michael because I know he's going to come swooping in with a shield and a sword, and he's going to protect me. He's going to cut through everything and clear it out. But also even more, you can obviously call on help from others, but it's to have confidence and faith in yourself that you can protect yourself as well. And I would suggest that you practice grounding and protection techniques too, just to reassert for yourself, to yourself, that it's not happening to you. This is not a bad thing happening. This is something good, and it is your gift. It is an ability that you are meant to have to help others and to help yourself. Now, that's the little scary part. On the uplifting part of that is, oh my gosh, the amazing validation you can get from clairaudient messages. Like I mentioned with music is huge for me. So when certain songs come on at certain, coincidental times, it's never coincidence. It's always meant to be, and is always a message for you. So never, ever, ever, and I'm saying never, ever, denote or brush aside, even if it's just this tiny little minute validation, because that is still yours. That is your validation and your gift from spirit, from your angels, from your guides, from your loved ones, telling you, hey, everything's okay, or we got your back, or you can do this, or I don't know, whatever it is. Hey, chill and relax. Stop being so anxious. Right? Anyway, I hope this video helped bring more clarity around what clairaudience is. Hopefully you got some tidbits to help you relate this to yourself, your own experiences. Oh, that's what that is. Or, aha, okay. And I also hope that you get from this a sense of empowerment, that you're not alone, and I'm here to help. I hope you guys have an awesome, blessed day. It looks like the rain is going to hold off, so I'm going to shoot more videos. Yay! The next video will be on clairsentience, and stay tuned to watch that one. Thank you. Bye.